Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Real Estate. My name is Kristen Jock with Compass, and on this week's episode, I'm discussing tax abatements, exemptions, and credits. So first I'll start off with the types or common types of tax abatements. So you have the 421A program, you have the cooperative and condominium property tax abatement, and you have the J51 program. So the 421A program applies credits towards your property tax bill to reduce the amount that you owe. And it can be a schedule that lasts anywhere from 10 to 25 years. So it's not only important to determine if a building has the 421A program, but also what type of a schedule does it have and how much time does it have left on that schedule. So for example, with a 10-year schedule, only the first 2 of the 10 years is fully abated. And after that, it will tick down from 100 to 80, then 60, 40, then 20% until it's no longer abated at all. Whereas with a 25-year schedule, the first 21 years of 25 years is fully abated. And then from there, in the last 4 years, it ticks down from 100 to 80, 60, 40, 20, and then 0. For the cooperative and condominium property tax abatement, it reduces the property tax owed to apartment owners anywhere from 17.5% to 28.1%. And the building does have to qualify, and it also depends on how the unit is being used by the owner. With the J51 program, it was really implemented to allow building owners to recoup the cost up to 75% of the building improvements they make. So this isn't one that you see a whole lot because it really applies more to rental buildings and a small portion of the new apartment supply. So what are tax abatements? Tax abatements are used by governments to provide incentives. So in the case of 421A, they were incentivizing the creation of affordable housing. And you may have heard that the program expired a few years ago, and it came under a lot of controversy because the program was being used to build luxury high-rises when the incentive was meant to create affordable housing. With the condominium and cooperative property tax abatement, the incentive was to service owner-occupied apartments. And with the J51 program, the incentive was for building improvements, mainly in rental buildings. So another question that you hear a lot when people are asking about tax abatements would be, how much will my taxes be once the abatement expires? So the way that you can figure this out would be to go to the Department of Finance website and look up the property tax bill by the address, and that is public information. And from there, you can look at what's the assessed value on the property tax bill and what's the tax rate. So if you have a schedule where you're starting to decline and you're going from 100% abated to 80 to 60 to 40, you can determine based on the assessed value times the tax rate what the total tax owed would be. So if it's completely expiring, you can go based on that number. Or if it's just reducing from say 80 to 60%, you can understand how much the property taxes are expected to go up for the following year. Now, if you're in a schedule where maybe the abatement isn't expiring for another 10 or 15 years, it's very likely that that assessed value or the tax rate may change in the interim. So you can make an educated guess, but it's really difficult to say for sure. And the final thing that I wanted to touch on was credits that are available to property owners to reduce their tax bill. So you have 2 different programs within STAR. So you have the basic STAR program and you have the enhanced STAR program. The basic STAR program offers discounts on your property tax bill based on the income that you show, and the credits can be 10, 35, 60, or 85%. Whereas with the Enhanced STAR program, it's not based on your income and it's a flat rate, 34%. Unfortunately, the STAR program doesn't apply to New York City residents, but this would apply for property owners in Long Island or even upstate New York. As always, I hope that this information is useful. Please feel free to leave your questions or comments below. I hope that I see you all next week, and take care.